Let's be honest, most SaaS websites suck, and they do not suck because the team sucks or the product sucks, is because the website is designed for designers. You open the homepage and you see a 3D blob or a fancy gradient and a headline that's almost a TED Talk explaining nothing about the product and zero information about the company. People don't care if the typography is cool or that animation you've been doing for like the past 7 hours is timed perfectly and smooth. They care only about one thing. That's how can this product help me do my job better, faster, and easier. That's it. My name is Vukashin. I run a Webflow studio called Revlo. There we help SaaS companies as well as startups create much better websites, and we also help them scale up. With that said, I'm going to break down what actually makes a good SaaS website, and also I'm going to explain what makes people click that book a demo call or start now, and what kills conversion rate instantly. With that said, let's dive in. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the hero section. Hero section is the first impression people have of your product and your company. And most SaaS companies get this completely wrong. They put some TED Talk vague text that's like revolutionizing frameworks for the future using AI. What does that even mean? If people cannot understand in the first 5 seconds what your product actually does and what your company is about, how can they get value from you? They're off. So focus on answering the 3 questions. What do you do? Who is this for? And what's the benefit I'm going to get from it? Okay, so recently I saw a SaaS website that stated empowering better team alignment. What does that mean? Nobody knows it. It's not clear. It's not value driven. So you need to change it to something that's much more approachable and clearer. Something like all your project updates and a dashboard for fast-growing teams. With this, you answer the 3 questions. Who is this for? What do you do? And what is the benefit? It's the same company, same product, different impact. You see what I'm saying? How wording can completely shift how people think about your product. Also, make your call to action visible. Do not hide it in the background. Don't blend it in with the background. And don't move it away so people actually need to search for it. It needs to be easy to access. You'll be shocked how many SaaS companies miss this completely. Next thing is your messaging. You're not writing for other SaaS companies and other SaaS founders. You're writing for busy people that need their problems solved. Strip out the buzzwords. No one cares that your platform redefines synergy between distributed teams in the age of AI. Nobody cares about it. They care about, does this make my life easier? Does this make me more money? Does this save me time? That's it. Here's a simple framework I use with my clients that you can test your homepage with. It's called the 5-second rule. Show your website in the hero section to somebody that's completely out of tech and does not know anything about your company. And ask them the 3 questions after those 5 seconds. What does this company do? Who is this for? And why should you care? If people correctly answer on all 3 questions, congratulations, you're in the safe area. If not, your copy needs working and it's not good. Every line of text either builds trust or moves people towards taking action. And use simple terms. Be confident with that. Don't try to be creative or clever and use corporate words. Clarity beats creativity every single time. Okay, next, trust. That's one of the biggest flops I see with SaaS companies. They don't know how to build trust. And trust is one of the main things you need when it comes to actually converting visitors, people that land on your site, to getting those signups, those book a demo calls, and actually clients. You can have the best product ever, but if people don't trust you, they're not going to buy from you. They're not going to sign up. So use testimonials, use well-known company logos, use metrics. Put on the side that your product is used by 1.2 thousand people across the globe. If that's true, don't lie to people. Use, I don't know, something like we helped marketing teams reduce retention by 30%. And if you're starting out and you don't have those concrete numbers, you can use your background. Built by X Google employees, built by X, X employees, Starlink employees. It doesn't matter. As long as it builds trust, it's going to help you. Think about your own behavior. When you find a new tool or a new product, you're never actually looking for a feature or something that's cool. You're looking for a proof of concept. Was this working for somebody in my niche before me? Was this working for a friend of mine? So that's just human psychology. And you need to remove doubt immediately and as fast as you can. Okay, so let's talk about design, the spicy thing in this video. A lot of SaaS founders, SaaS companies, and also designers overcomplicate stuff. Design is not there to show off. It's there to be clear and to guide visitors and people. Typography, spacing, colors. Again, it's not for you to show off your skills. It's for you to guide people to taking action. Every section across your website has one clear job. Hero section, explain the value. Features, show the benefits, explain the benefits. Testimonials, build trust. And call to action, convert. That's it. One job across all sections across the page. Here's a quick test. Again, a framework I'm using for my clients. It's load up your site and check if you always know what the next step should be when you're scrolling down. If you know it, you're completely in the green, everything is fine. But if you're getting kind of confused, what should be my next step? Where should I look at? What's the next thing I need to click? What's the next thing I need to do? Your layout and design needs working and does not need to show off. Again, let's repeat and go back. It does not need to show off. It needs to guide people. And if it's not guiding, it's not converting. Also, simplicity scales. The best SaaS websites feel like a simple conversation. It's not about shouting out your gradients, shouting out the buzzwords, shouting out the animation, everything. It needs to be simple and easy to understand. Okay, so now it comes to actually making money using your website. That's call to action. Your call to action needs to have one primary goal, and you need to pick it. It's start free trial, book a demo, request access. Repeat that across your sections and across your site so it gets embedded into people's minds that when they click that, they're going to opt in for your services. And when I'm saying repeat it across the site, actually repeat it. Top, middle, bottom. Because when somebody scrolls down to the bottom, they don't need to scroll up to the top to find the button and click that. And it's a lot more friction. You're leaving time for people to think about it. And maybe they get bored. Maybe they get frustrated. You never know. And you're just going to go off the site. And please stop using dead call to actions. Stop using learn more, explore more, discover more about this product. That's dead. It needs to be value driven. Start now, book a demo, join us now, request access. So those kind of call to actions. And trust me, your conversion rate is going to skyrocket. Okay, the next thing is the user journey map. This is almost always skipped by SaaS companies and startups. So before you even open Webflow and Figma, you need to have a couple of answers to a couple of questions. That's where are visitors coming from? What do they already know? And what's the next step I want them to do? Most SaaS sites try to speak to everyone, to investors, to customers, to partners, to other founders. And when you're trying to speak to everyone, you almost always lose everyone. A great SaaS site is laser focused on one path. If your desired outcome is booking a demo, then every single section should be leaned toward that action. Your call to actions, your testimonials, your features, benefits, every single section needs to drive people to take in the action that you really want them to do. That's what we call a conversion flow. And with that in mind, when you design with that in mind, everything afterwards makes sense. At the end of the day, your website has one clear job. That's to convert visitors to leads and customers. If your design is impeccable, the gradients are beautiful, your animations are perfectly timed, and it's not clear, it does not guide people to take in action, all that is wasted. So start designing for people and not dribble. When you start doing that, everything is going to click. You'll see bounce rate drop, engagement go up, your conversion rate is also going to go up sometimes, but 15 to 20% without spending a dime on ads, just by using a good structure, a clear messaging, and trust building. And those results compound over time because when people understand what you're doing, they're going to stick for longer. And when they trust you, they're going to buy from you. It's simple as that. So the final verdict is stop designing for other designers and start designing for your perfect client. At Revelo, we're doing just that. We help SaaS companies and startups not create just beautiful sites, but the sites that actually perform. So if you're a founder or a marketer that's interested in how we can get your conversion rates up with just a few tweaks, you can click the link in the bio and you can book a demo call that's like 15 minutes long, completely for free. And I'm going to explain everything there and see how we can help you. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you got some use of it and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.